I'm Palomalu coming for the headshot kill. Do you like Lamar? And got me saying sorry, Miss Jackson. I'm sorry if you're missing that action by the legend Imari Jackson. Clean like a Sunday suit jacket. He be the real deal package. What I really mean to say is, ain't no off season.
Everyone, welcome to No Off Season Media. I am your host, Amari Sports, and today we're going to go over the Indianapolis Colts record prediction. Let's shed some little light on what Indianapolis has to offer. Indianapolis, they lost Phillip Rivers due to retirement. They made a trade for Carson Wentz from the Philadelphia Eagles. They acquired Eric Fisher from free agency after he was cut by the Kansas City Chiefs. It's just been an interesting type year for the Colts. Everybody's expecting them to make that push in the AFC South to win the division and take them back to the promised lands like they did with the Peyton Manning. And we had a brief experience of that with Andrew Luck when he kept winning 11-5, 11-5, and 11-5. So we're going to dive into the Indianapolis Colts schedule. Got a couple tough games here. What jumped off of the schedule for me was seeing these 3 straight road games and then these 3 straight home games. So that was very interesting when I looked at the Colts schedule. But let's dive into this Colts schedule. Week 1 matchup, we had the Seattle Seahawks at the Indianapolis Colts. In the Frank Wright era, they haven't won a Week 1 or just an opening game in general. When Frank Wright was hired as the head coach for the Indianapolis Colts, they lost to the Cincinnati Bengals. They lost to the Los Angeles Chargers in overtime, and lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars the following year. So could they make that turn? I'm going to say history repeats itself in this situation. So I do like Seattle in this spot. Carson Wentz struggles against Seattle when he was in Philly. He has kind of fell flat whenever he plays against Seattle. Losing games, like probably more than a touchdown, never got very close to Seattle. So I do like Seattle in this matchup. Seattle plays really well on the road in September. If you take away those East Coast games or just those Central Time Zone games, when he lost to Buffalo last year by 10 points, Russell Wilson has played really well on the road. So give me Seattle here over Indy. Week 2, we have the Los Angeles Rams traveling all the way to Indy. I like the Indianapolis Colts here. Carson Wentz has played well against the Rams. Dating back last year, anything happened with Philadelphia. Between the Rams last year, I just don't like that matchup with Carson Wentz. But we took his MVP year against the Rams. He has played well. So I do like the Colts here. And when he had his MVP year, guess who was his offensive coordinator? Frank Wright, and he is his head coach now. So Frank Wright against Sean McVay is a very good matchup for people to look into, but that's not even the best matchup available in this spot. The best available matchup we are finally going to see for the first time when we have a defensive end and a lineman going at each other. I'm talking about Aaron Donald against Quentin Nelson. We think these two players are pretty much gold jacket type players. That's going to be probably the best matchup in this series. The matchup to watch is how can the Rams defensive front 7 deal with the Indianapolis Colts offensive line, and I think that's just the best matchup. If the Rams defensive line wins, then you got to take the Rams, but I am going to take the Colts because I believe that Quentin Nelson and that entire offensive line handles their business against the Rams. And underrated part about this game is that we're not talking about the Colts defense. And I think the Colts defense can get to Stafford because the Rams offensive line is not really well. And we also have to take account in for is that when Stafford, when he is pressured, he does shrink. So I like the Colts here. I predicted this game in Week 3. It was the Indianapolis Colts and Tennessee Titans in my previous video. I took the Colts because they play well in Tennessee, and we just seen history repeats itself. It always happens. Colts beat the Titans in Tennessee, and the Titans beat the Colts in Indianapolis. So starting off the matchup right now, they're pretty much 2-1 going into their 4th week. Week 4, we have the Indianapolis Colts at the Miami Dolphins. This game is very interesting. It's account of what is the weather going to be for this game, because we have an Indianapolis Colts who are a dome team. It's not used to very much sunlight or pretty much not as much humidity. I know they go down to Houston. Houston's a little bit humid, maybe even a lot. I haven't been to Houston in my lifetime, but this game with Miami's humidity, what they have to offer, it's just very interesting. I'm trying to think who could win this game now. It depends on which offensive line steps up, and we know that the Colts offensive line is better than Miami's. So it's very interesting. And this is the stretch. We have those 3 road games. So give me the Colts here. Give me the Colts. I think the Colts win this game. I think that Carson Wentz does not hit the turf as much, because the front 7 for the Indianapolis Colts is better than the Miami Dolphins. Week 5, we have a Monday Night Football matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. We've seen this last year. The Ravens win this game. The Colts can't contain Lamar, and we've seen this time after time after time again. They can't contain mobile quarterbacks. They have a mobile quarterback even in their own division, such as a Ryan Tannehill or even a Deshaun Watson. So they have pretty much struggled against mobile quarterbacks who can throw the ball. I think about Lamar, he's one freak of nature and can hurt you with his legs and hurt you with his arm. I know everybody's saying he's not a pure passer yet, but you have to think about Lamar will get better. So I think this is just, the Ravens are at home. They're playing on Monday night in front of their crowd. They want to show everybody we're the new class of the AFC. Just give me the Baltimore Ravens in this spot. Week 6, we have the Houston Texans at the Indianapolis Colts. Maybe Deshaun Watson plays. I think he might sit out for the year due to legal reasons. Tyrod Taylor plays in this game, or maybe a Davis Mills out of Stanford. I still think Indianapolis handles their business against the Houston Texans. But Texans are the worst team in the AFC, and this is just not a good matchup for Houston. I like this matchup, so there you go. Week 7, we have a Sunday Night Football matchup. This is between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Francisco 49ers. Is last video when I was talking about the Tennessee Titans. Remember how I went down to that Thursday Night Football matchup, and I was like, I don't know what San Francisco team we're getting, and so this is why I like da-da-da-da-da. Well, it's the same exact thing here. Is Jimmy Garoppolo going to be healthy? I know they're getting Nick Bosa back, which does help the San Francisco 49ers, and they are getting back Jimmy Garoppolo, and they are getting back some of their pieces on the offensive line, and maybe Richard Sherman comes back, who knows? And they got Fred Warner and Javon Kinlaw. A lot of names that I got list there, and DeForest Buckner's going back to his former team that traded him last year. So I'm wondering who has the grudge match here. It's the Colts offensive line versus the San Francisco defensive line, and in this spot here, give me San Francisco. I think San Francisco wins this game. I think San Francisco is probably maybe a good fight in the NFC West. So I have to see how they look favor once I look at their schedule. But I think San Francisco beats Indy. I think this is where Indy falls because they've been on so many road games, and it's not paying off until after this game. So I think they lose against the San Francisco 49ers. Week 8, I said in the last video, I covered it. The Tennessee Titans are going to beat the Indianapolis Colts in Indy. Week 9, we have the New York Jets at the Indianapolis Colts on a short week. Give me the Colts. The Jets, they have a rookie head coach in Robert Saleh and a rookie quarterback in Zach Wilson. I don't know what to make of the Jets right now. Maybe to get better defensively and maybe offensively. But I do like I think the Colts have the better offense and the better defense in this game. So just give me Indy. This can potentially be a blowout. We've seen this last year when Sam Darnold went down to Indy and threw 2 pick sixes, and that was to T.J. Carey and Xavier Rhodes. So just give me the Colts here. So halfway point, you are 5-4. Okay, let's continue. Week 10, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Indianapolis Colts. Give me Indy right off the bat. This is a rookie. You're dealing with two rookies right back to back, and you have 10 days rest. Give me the Indianapolis Colts here against a rookie head coach in Urban Meyer and a rookie quarterback in Trevor Lawrence, and maybe Tim Tebow might start this game. Who knows? Maybe Tim Tebow is the starter of the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't buy into that. I don't think that's going to happen, but just give me the Colts here. Colts are better offensively and defensively versus Jacksonville. Week 11, we have an AFC wildcard rematch between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. The Colts could play upset here. They could play upset. I'm gonna take Buffalo. Buffalo is has a better organization. I think this is their year to make it. If I had to take a look at their schedule, but I think this is their year to make it. So I think Buffalo wants to handle their business. I think the cold weather and the cold temperatures can play in favor of Buffalo. Maybe it might snow. Maybe it might be having a hailstorm. Maybe it might be raining. I don't know what to make of Buffalo. Buffalo's a very cold city, so weather could play a factor into helping Buffalo win this game. If they can just develop a rushing attack, I think the Buffalo Bills will be fine. But the Colts, you lost a respective opponent in this series. I think they lose to Buffalo. Week 12, we have an interconference matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Indianapolis Colts. Now, I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are, I think, the best team in the NFC. But see, they're coming off of a Monday Night Football matchup against the Giants in their schedule. And I don't know if they're going to be resting any starters. I don't know how Brady's going to play right off a Monday Night Football game. So I don't know what to make of this game. It's if Tampa's going to be resting starters, or is Indy going to be, starting. Brady has played well against the Colts in his career. The only time he hasn't been playing well when Peyton Manning he has played Peyton Manning, but even when he played Peyton Manning in Indy, he owned Peyton Manning. So just give me the Buccaneers here. Won't be surprised if the Colts win this, because Frank Reich has had his fair share of beating Bruce Arians in his type of play style. So I won't be surprised, but hey, give me the Buccaneers here. Week 13, right before the bye week, you playing against the Texans. Just give me the win here. Indianapolis is the better team here. Whether they have Deshaun Watson's not going to be there, Davis Mills or Tyrod Taylor, the Texans are going to be the worst team in the AFC. So just give me the Colts here in this spot. You're at your bye week. You're 7-6. Let's see if they can make a push. You got Patriots, Cardinals, Raiders, and Jags. So coming off the bye, you have to play the Patriots, and they're coming off their bye. And so this is just very interesting. If the Patriots and the Patriots match up better against the Colts, right? But here's the thing that worries me. It's the quarterback play. If Cam Newton starts the game, give me the Patriots hands down. I think the Patriots will win this. If Mac Jones is playing, or Brian Hoyer, or Jarrett Stidham, or whoever the quarterback is not named Cam Newton, give me Indianapolis. So in this spot here, I think the Patriots are battling for a wild card spot. I have to see how their schedule is. Even though I'm a Patriot fan, I have seen it before. I have seen the schedule, but I have to see if they're going to be moving on from Cam Newton or having Mac Jones. But I don't think Mac Jones is going to be starting. So in this spot here, give me the Patriots. I think the Patriots are the better organization. And in this spot, I remember Chris Ballard saying, what did he say? The rivalry is back on when they have the Josh McDaniels saga. I think that the Patriots are the best spot here. So give me the Pats coming off their bye week to beat the Colts off their bye week. Week 16, we have the Arizona Cardinals and the Indianapolis Colts, which is in the desert, and it's a Christmas game, so it's in a Christmas afternoon game. Give me the Colts here. I don't know what to make of the Cardinals, because it's like the Cardinals, they always start off so strong, and they always plummet at the end. They remind me a bit of the Raiders. Last year we saw that, but you could blame on Kyler Murray's injury, but it could be because of Cliff Kingsbury as well too with his play style. Remember, we thought the Arizona Cardinals was going to make the playoffs last year, and then they played that the 49er team that was completely depleted with injuries, and then they were 8-7, and we were like, okay, we thought they were going to make the playoffs, and then they played the Rams and then lost that game to a backup quarterback with a backup quarterback. So I don't know what to make of the Cardinals. So I like the Colts here. Week 17, we have the Las Vegas Raiders at the Indianapolis Colts. Just give me the Colts. The Raiders will be so far and long gone. They won't be the same team like in September or October or November. December, when it comes to Raiders in December, they're not the same team. So give me the Colts here. I think they want to win their division, try to win it. So give me the Colts here. They're trying to make a push for the playoffs. Week 18, we have the Indianapolis Colts at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Rookie quarterback, rookie coach. Talking about Tim Tebow in your Week 18, give me the Colts. So I can't stress this enough. So 5-1 in your division games, 10-7 overall. But let's go with my worst case scenarios. So my worst case scenario, let's say they lose to the Rams, lose to the Dolphins. They can lose to the Cardinals and lose to the Jags. So they can go 6-11. That's worst case scenario. But best case scenario, let me get everything back to where I had it before I have everything start. So 10-7 was my prediction. Best case scenario, they beat the 49ers because we don't know what 49er team we're getting. Like I said earlier about we don't know what Tampa Bay team we're going to get because it's like they're coming off of a Monday Night Football match against the Giants, so maybe the Colts win that. So let's say best case scenario, they go 12-5. That's best case. So you just add 2 more wins to that. But overall, from what I have 10-7 for the Colts. Matchup against the Tennessee Titans, I think they get the tiebreaker. So I think I have Indianapolis at 10-7. If anybody disagrees with me, you can always hit me down in the comments. But 10-7, you lose to Seattle, lose to the Ravens, lose to San Francisco, lose to Tennessee, lose to Buffalo, and lose to Tampa, and lose to New England. I mean, you can't really be surprised about what this record could be because we just have to see what's going on with the Colts. And if the Colts show inconsistency, then they might be worse than 10-7, what I had, and probably be around my worst case scenario. But I want to thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to click that notification bell that's on the bottom right whenever I post a new video. I will catch you guys later. This is Amari Sports signing off. Everybody have a great day. Stay safe.